As I start the restoration on my Sansui AU9900, I'd like to talk to you today about the most important tool I'll use during the process. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you enjoy vintage audio equipment, you've come to the right spot. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell, as well as giving me a big thumbs up if you like this video, and share it with others. There is a risk of serious injury or death from electrical shock working on this equipment. If you're not comfortable with working on the equipment, please do not take the cover off and consult a professional. As I start the restoration on my Sansui AU9900, I would not be starting this if I did not have one particular tool. And that's what I want to talk to you today about, is having a desoldering tool. In this case, I have a Hakko 808, and I think it's a tool that is almost mandatory for doing large restorations. I just want to show you how it works, how it operates, and how using a desoldering tool can really help you have a successful outcome to your restoration of vintage audio equipment. My Hakko 808 desoldering tool that I showed in a few other videos, and that makes this much easier to do. So I'm just going to hold it in my hand really here, and I'm going to go after this guy up here that's under my finger. And so I'll just turn the board over. Hopefully I can show you, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. But you know, this Hakko just melts that solder, it's gone. I mean, that's going to fall out in my hand if it wasn't for the other lead, right? So I'll hit this guy over here. Same thing. I don't know if you can see those wiggling around. Can I show you? Hopefully you can see that. But, I mean, can you see how much easier that is than using solder wick or trying to pull them out and then trying to put new ones in? Now, I've only had one or two components to do. I'd give it a try. But my goodness. I mean, isn't this much easier? I'm just holding it with my finger because it'll fall right out on the table, and I guess I can let it go just to show you how, you know, just right out in my hand. Okay? So, I mean, it keeps these eyelets nice, and boy, is that easy, huh? You know, and then you guys out there that do different things for a living or did different things for a living, you understand tools, right? I mean, they're critical to do a good job. I'm going to go ahead and get this other 10 microfarad. And again, I'm going to try to show you this. Like I say, I'm trying to show you, and just show you how well this tool works. Again, this is a Hakko 808. Let me get a little bit of, yeah, it's better. Got him a little bit tinned up here, maybe. Yeah. But let me show you, just again, one of these pictures will probably show it good, but if I get it right. But again, I've got a trigger here, see me? And it's a vacuum pump. So this thing's hot as a soldering iron. It melts the solder, and when I do this, it's got a little vacuum. And it sucks it right up into this chamber here. And then you got to clean it afterwards. There's a little maintenance to it, but man, it's just easier, huh? So again, I'm going to just put the soldering tool over it, and you can feel it, and you get a feel for this anyway, but you can see the solder melting. I mean, I can see it as soon as it touches it pretty much. There we go. And again, this thing is just, as I say, I keep showing this because I'm hoping it shows up so you can just see what a good job that does. And there it is, fell right out in my hand again, right? So, I mean, it doesn't get much easier. You know, you have no damage to these pads under here. You know, the longer you hold an iron onto those pads, right, the better the chance you're going to have something bad happen. As I said, there is some maintenance with the Hakko 808. You know, it will do a whole project, though. You know, you can use it all day long before you need to worry about cleaning it. So here's what you do. I'm going to try to show you. there's just this little chamber where at this tip level, right, it's hot as a soldering iron, sucks that solder up into this little chamber here. And you probably can't see down in there very much, but there's residue solder down in there. And so what you do, I'm going to go over here, I've got a trash can sitting here right next to me, and you just kind of break this up. You know, you just break it up and most of it'll come out. So I'm going to do that. There's a big chunk right there. Maybe I can show you in my hand. I don't know. You can probably see it. That took out 95% of it right there. But just to show you, you can get these little replacement filters, and you've got to keep this clean. So you put in a new filter pretty often. Probably every time you do a big project, you're going to put in a new filter. And it's right, can you see it? Maybe, maybe not. It's right here. And I'll just pull it out here, try to stay on the side. It just pops right on out. You see it coming? Well, kind of broke it in half there. Who cares, right? But you always got to run it with this filter. And you just kind of place it in there close and get it started. You know, get it kind of even. And then our little chamber here, we'll go back in here and just about flatten that back out. Sometimes the Hakko 808 will get a little bit gummed up. You have to take it apart a little bit further, or if you're changing bits, or tips rather, not bits. I think I've got a drill in my hand, I guess. This just comes right off, you unscrew it. I got that in my hand. And then the tip will come right off. You probably see the tip. And then you've got this chamber here that sometimes will get gummed up. Take your little tool here, see if I can show it. It won't help if I'm not showing it, will it? And this is going right up into where that chamber would have been. Can you see that thing going back and forth? Maybe. But anyway, that shows that's pretty opened up, right? So we're probably in pretty good shape there. The gun's all serviced and it's ready to go. So this is just the whole service part of it. Is really minor compared to how much this gun will save you when you're working on vintage audio equipment or vintage electronics in general. You know, there you go. You're all set. What'd that take? Even explaining it. Maybe 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video. I wanted to show you today the importance of having a desoldering tool for big projects. You know, like this AU 9900, what am I going to change out? I don't know. I've just started. You know, am I going to change out 100 capacitors or more? And this is just one job, and this just makes the job so much easier. If you guys out there ever do a big restoration and you have a desoldering tool, you'll never ever do one again without one. I'm serious. Now these aren't inexpensive. This one I bought several years ago. It was over $200. So they're not inexpensive, but if you've got a big project to do, it'll pay for itself the first time. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it, you know, made you think about, what it takes to restore one of these units. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd certainly appreciate it if you considered it, if you'd like to see more videos like this. So I hope you all have a good day.